What up, everybody? We have a very, very special guest joining us today. I would say an artist, but he's much more than that at this point. I would say an entrepreneur, a business guru, just an all-around Renaissance man joining us today.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. We have a man straight out of ATL right now. He got a new single out and just doing big things in the hip-hop game. Very proud to have him. We got Huzsuh joining us today.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. H-Town, what's up?
How you liking the town, man? How long you been here?
We've been here since Wednesday. I love the town, the food, the people here. Everything has been great so far. No complaints.
Okay. So I know you're from Jersey, Brick City, and I know you moved to ATL. And I know you just visiting Houston right now. So you got to rank the three cities right now. We're going to put you on the spot.
Uh-oh.
Rank
okay. I'm going to go with ATL.
Okay.
Houston.
Okay.
And then Jersey.
Oh, damn. You've been in Houston for what, 4 days, and you already put it above Jersey.
Yeah, Houston,
Damn.
nice. Like, you guys got a lot of clubs here. I'm realizing that now as I've been moving around for the last few days. It's a lot of clubs, a lot of different restaurants, too.
Okay.
Would you consider moving to Houston?
No.
Damn.
Oh, man.
Not because of that. It's because of the Texas laws.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, explain that, because we got, okay.
I got one for you.
I get you.
Yeah, y'all got the death penalty, and y'all they don't play.
Fair enough.
It's better than New York laws, man. New
laws.
York
They strict.
Yeah,
they strict. Yeah, but they won't kill you.
That's true.
Yeah.
Did it trip you out growing up in New Jersey, coming to the South and coming to like Texas and seeing like people open carrying? You see people just walking down with guns and it's no big deal compared to up north where it's just, you can't do that no matter what.
Exactly. Like, it's like a culture shock. You don't see people growing up where we from walking around with guns, different ages. It's like everybody got a gun down in the South.
Yeah, definitely seemed like it. So let's get into your past, man. Let's get into how you came up in the game. I know it's a typical interview questions, but we got to ask it, man. We got to get people acclimated. Let them know who Huzsuh is.
Yeah, Huzsuh. I'm from East Orange, New Jersey.
Okay.
I grew up, the typical childhood. I watched it like the older guys from my neighborhood. They was out there hustling. So I just took on some of the tendencies that I seen them guys doing. That's how I got the ambition. That's how the hustle started. That's like I took from the streets and I incorporated it into the corporate world.
Okay. So explain that part, because I know a lot of rappers have crossed over from, I know most famously 50 Cent, who's also just moved to Houston.
Yes.
But somebody who definitely came from the streets and took that mentality into the corporate world. Like, what does that entail, and what are the challenges you meet? Because, normally people like that are just not going to be welcome in the corporate world. So how do you find your way and navigate through those barriers you face?
So as far as making the transition to the corporate world, I started out with truck and transportation.
Okay. And
then I had to learn the hard way because they ask you, like, for certain contracts, they want to check your background. So then you have to find ways around it. So me personally, I went and got my uncle and put him on the LLC. Okay. So when they do the background check, they check him. That's how I got around the obstacles when it comes to stuff like that. But the mindset that I use from the streets to corporate world, I look at it as you had like 1 kilo, right? Mm-hmm. That's one truck.
Okay.
So if you make 5,000 off that, off 1 kilo or one truck, you get 2 trucks. Now you got 10,000. You got 3 trucks. You got 15,000 and so on and so on. That's like the mentality that we use, that I use personally per se.
Okay.
So how'd you get into trucking in particular? Like, what was the genesis of that? How'd you decide, like, this is what because I know you got a multi-million-dollar trucking business now,
yes.
right? So how did that even begin? How'd you even think of that?
So it started out small. I started out small first with a 16-foot box truck, and I'm pretty much sure they had that in Houston because they got it in almost every major city in America.
Okay.
Office Max, Staples, like office supplies. They have contracts for like the big buildings. And they start out paying between $350 and $400 per truck per day to make deliveries. That's how I started. And then I just escalated, elevated each year. I gave myself a goal to get a bigger truck, then a bigger truck, more trucks, more contracts. That's how I started.
Damn, that's dope. I like that.
Yeah.
That's real smart, man.
Yeah.
So when you hire, like, how do you convince people to get into businesses like trucking, or become drivers? Because there's money in that, but it's hard to tell some people who get money some other ways, even though they might not be safe, or where they're going to lead them to. Like, how do you teach the youth? And I know you're a real big mentor for the youth.
Yes.
How do you teach them into saying, no, the legal money is going to help you in the long run? How do you convince them of that?
So where we come from, you have to like show and prove. You have to lead by example.
Yeah.
You could tell them that, it's money over here. But if they don't see you getting it, they're not going to believe you.
That's true.
So my goal is just to go out and lead by example, and then I teach them. And then the people that want to learn, they're going to learn. The people that's receptive to it. Like I can't even count how many lives I change.
Damn. I believe
That's
it,
real
man.
shit.
That's a Jordan mentality, too. You got to lead by example. You got to show them it's possible. So,
Yes.
Yeah. Speaking of which, who's your favorite ball player of all time?
Michael Jordan.
Okay. I like it.
Over
I like
LeBron?
it.
10 times.
Oh,
Damn.
okay.
10 times.
10 times.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel you.
So are you into what type of other business are you looking to get into?
So I have one coming up. It's the medical transportation. They got it here in Houston.
Yeah.
It's called non-emergency medical transportation, where you pick people up and you take them from their home to their appointment and back.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
that's another lucrative business.
That's actually a real good idea, man, because a lot of people don't have access to that type of thing. So, no. How do you even come up with this? Like, how do you, first trucking, then medical transportation?
Did you go through something like this where you knew somebody that, couldn't get to their appointments and stuff like that?
So as far as the medical transportation, a friend of mine, he started it about 7 or 8 years ago. And he came to me with the idea, but he couldn't explain to me how to get a return on my investment.
Yeah.
He just said we can make money. So that's how I came into the medical contract. So I be so busy, and that take a lot of time to run that type of company. I finally found somebody that can help me run that business. So now I'm about to take that step starting next month.
Okay. Okay.
It's basically like who you know, them type of contracts, because it's guaranteed from the state.
Damn. Okay.
That's dope. So with your business, do you kind of advertise that as your business, the rapper, like Huzsuh's business, or you kind of keep that on the low? Because I know a lot of rappers that own a lot of shit, but they don't let it be known to the public because you got people that's hating and try to fuck up some shit.
Yeah, I do not advertise that on my social media, my Instagram. It's more like if you know, you know.
Yeah.
So for people that know, I teach a lot of people how to do trucking, but you have to know somebody in order to get in contact with me to learn about trucking.
Okay.
Smart.
We are getting put up on business here, man. We have
Yeah,
to change the
man.
format of this podcast now.
I know.
Some entrepreneur type
I'm about
shit.
to see if you hire him, man.
But we are hip hop based. We got to ask about the music as well, of course, man.
Okay.
So growing up in Jersey, number one, when did you start to realize you wanted to rap or get into music? And who were your influences growing up? Like the people you listened to the most that you kind of modeled your sound after at first?
At first, so I started, I think I got the love for music was at a family reunion.
Okay.
I got on stage and I forgot what song it was. I tried to do the karaoke, but everybody got up and started waiting for me to sing it. So that was like, I'm like, oh wow, people want to see me. So that's like I believe I got the first love from. And then after I went away, I came back. I said, let me get this a try. Like I was practicing, but I said, let me give it a try. And we started last year, like to give music, to give it my all. Because in order to be good at anything, you have to give it your all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we started last year, and we did. We on the right path.
So last year was your first time like going all out rapping.
Yes.
Damn, that's dope, man.
Yes.
Shout out to you, man.
Thank you.
You
Yep.
can't even tell. It sounds like you've been in the game for a while, man. Just from
I am a student of the game. I don't just hop in anything without, studying. I'm a sponge.
Yeah. No, we could definitely tell that, man. We could definitely tell that. So who are your influences growing up listening to rap? Like who are your favorite rappers growing up?
Tupac Shakur, number
Okay.
one. After Tupac, I'm gonna go with Jay-Z. And as far as current, I listen to ESTG. That's my favorite rapper right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's your favorite Houston rapper?
My favorite Houston rapper, I would have to be rest in peace to Mo3.
Okay.
Mo3.
Yeah.
Dallas, technically. but-
Houston, okay.
Yeah.
Who from Houston?
Houston we got Scarface, we got
Yeah.
Lil Kiki, we got Paul Walker, Millionaire, Slim Thug, Sauce Walker.
Okay, I'm about to shock you with this one.
Go ahead.
Diary of a Madman.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Scarface.
I'm down with it. I respect it. So I read you did a bid for a while.
Yes.
And I want to know, just out of curiosity, like, what are the most common misconceptions about going in? Like, let's say somebody is about to go in because they got caught up on a PPP loan.
Okay.
And they got suddenly
Yes.
they're grown. They ain't never been in jail before. And now they got to go. Like,
Okay.
what would you advise them do before they get in and when they get in?
Okay, so a person like that, they probably never been in trouble before a day in their life.
Yeah.
So the first thing I'm gonna tell them to do is, go in there, mind your business, stay away from the gangs and all the shenanigans, and just do your time and stay out the people's way.
Is that possible? Because I've heard different things about the pimp. I've heard you got to join something, and I've heard some people say it's okay. You can be by yourself and be okay. What's the truth, man? I want to know.
Okay, so the truth is, it depends on who you is and the type of person that you is.
Yeah.
And then if you on the federal or you on the state level. Because eventually somebody's going to try you while you inside there. Eventually. You just don't know what day. That's to be honest. You're going to have to fight. You be in there long enough, something will happen. You go over a card game, chess game, something silly. But for the most part, you could walk a straight line to get out of there. As long as you ain't got a long time, like if you're doing a year, so you should be okay.
Okay.
Anything more than a year, yeah, it's going to get a little rough.
Damn.
If you're not from that life. Because sometimes in there, people prey on the weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they'll see it in you.
Damn. So after that bid, did that kind of motivate you to like not go back? Because I know a lot of people. I'm from the hood and I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay.
So I know a lot of dudes that keep going back.
Recidivism.
And then I know a couple guys that's like, nah, I'm good. Like I'm staying away from all this bullshit. I'm jumping into this business. I'm about to be clean. So did that kind of motivate you to, stay legit?
Yes, being inside there, being away from your family, having to go to sleep at a certain time, being told basically what to do. So I knew once I got out that I had no plans on going back. I told myself if I was surrounded by a few millionaires and like a couple of billionaires, right?
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I seen these guys, they made a lot of money without having to sell drugs. Because I sold drugs my whole life. Mm-hmm. So I seen these guys do it without having to sell drugs. And a few of them people, they had trucking contracts. They had trucks. That was like one of the things that they had in common.
Damn.
So it goes back to what you said about having to see it to really believe it.
Yes.
I feel you.
Yes.
I feel you. So let's talk about the new music, man. You got a new single out.
The
titled,
biggest song of the year. Let's get that right. The biggest song of the year.
The
Don't
biggest
Leave
song
Me.
of the year. Don't Leave Me. I'll listen to it. It's a good song, man. I like the
Thank you.
message. Cool song. Something
Thank
for
you.
the girls too. Something for everybody to
Yes,
enjoy.
for
I
everybody,
think.
yes.
What was the inspiration of that, and I guess what's your album going to sound like? Is it going to be more similar to that song? Or is it going to be a mix of everything? What's going to be on the actual album when that does come out?
So the actual album is more of like a mix of everything, but it's about 60% for the streets.
Okay.
But you have to give certain records for radio, for the women as well. So I put together a classic. That's why I'm calling it the album of the year when it dropped. Go song for song with anybody. I'm just sitting back watching these people drop to see if I got to make changes. I'm watching, but so far I don't.
Okay. So you're confident right now their album is going to be album of the year when it does drop.
I'm looking at y'all. Guarantee you.
Okay.
No skips.
Who's dropped this year that I can say? I can't think of nobody else. Rap wise, yeah, it could. It's possible. I believe.
Push it.
I believe you.
Yeah.
Pusha T. I'm be honest with you. That album all around overall, yeah. But only thing I believe I have over him, I have hit records on mine.
Ooh, you
okay.
calling out Push now. Damn. So when do you anticipate dropping the actual album? It's going to be late this year or?
October 28th.
October
Halloween
28th.
weekend.
Okay. And your next single, do you have a video for Don't Leave Me coming soon?
Yeah, the video for Don't Leave Me coming soon. I have another record that we dropping that has like more of the sound of the album.
Okay.
That's next month. And then we're going to drop a single right before the album come out, another song, and then the album will come out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who do you have collaborating with? Who are you collaborating with right now? And who would you like your dream features one day? I know rappers don't like to talk about who they want to work with because they don't want to look like they dick riding. But
Yeah.
Who would you love to work with at some point?
Right now, the Little Uzi.
Okay.
These are my three. Rod Wave
Okay.
and ESTG.
Okay.
Everybody else, I'm cool.
So
Have you been keeping up with the verses? Have you been watching the verses since it started?
Yes, I watched the verses since they started.
What's your one favorite moment from verses?
I'm gonna say Jeezy and Gucci Man.
wow. Why?
Yeah. Because
I actually like
I
that
grew
one
up,
too.
we grew up in that era right there.
That's true.
Yeah, it was like I understand that Jeezy is for like at the time when he was making his music for guys that was in the street that were hustling. And if you knew from back then, Gucci was more like for like the youth that's now, people that get high off of drugs. This generation was more like selling the drugs. So I understood the difference.
Yeah.
When do you think that shift happened in rap, man? Because I feel like you've been listening to rap for a while. You say your favorite rapper is Tupac.
Yes.
So what do you think about the current state of rap today, man? Do you think that it's going in the right direction, or do you think it needs somebody to shake it up a little bit?
It definitely needs somebody to shake it up, but I don't knock the music that they make now.
Yeah.
Because, anybody could start rapping tomorrow and have a fan base. So I don't knock them. But as far as, what was it again you just asked? I'm sorry.
Basically, I already
When did the shift?
Yeah, when
did
the shift. I got the question.
yeah.
Okay, I lost train of thought. Sorry. So I'm gonna tell you when the shift happened. It started right here. This is when the shift happened. When what's his name? Mike Jones. It went from having skills to back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me. That point right there changed hip hop. You didn't have to be lyrical no more. He made ABC cool, and they haven't turned back since.
So Houston ruined rap is what you're saying.
Nah, they didn't ruin rap. It's just not the rap that we was used to. You didn't have to have skills. You had to have skills back then in order to even get a record deal.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. I just it makes me cringe just because I know how much skill we got in Houston. Yes. So I don't like the label of we got the rapper that changed the game for the worst because we had so many lyrical dudes.
No, not for the worst.
I feel you because Mike Jones is a legend, man.
Yes,
but he is somebody. He got on promoting himself. He was more of a promoter than a real rapper.
Yes,
so he did like repeating the same bar over and over. Now everybody does that. Nobody did that back then, but
nobody but him.
So. I get your point, but it does sting a little just knowing.
Yeah. I'm a hip hop connoisseur. You asked me, and that's yeah.
So I want to get your take on this, man. So over the past week, we had our first AI rapper signed to a record label, and quickly dropped from that record label
ASAP.
Yeah. So I want to get your thoughts. Do you think this is the future? This is where the future going with?
To me, totally honestly, the only mistake he made was using the wrong type of vocabulary in his music, using the N-word the wrong way. But if he wouldn't have did that, he would have took off. The music is now for the youth. The kids would have loved him.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think to me, we talked about it not that long ago, and I think it's something there, man. I think if the right person get behind it,
yes,
and just come up. You should.
I
Shoot,
thought
we all should do it,
yeah,
man.
as soon as I saw that, I said, time for me to make me a character.
Yeah, we should,
Get an NFT.
seriously.
Yeah,
I feel you.
I
Yeah,
thought
time to
about
be a
it.
character.
I used to rap. I don't rap no more, but I'm like, damn, maybe if I could come up with a graphic designer and design this character, and I could write about anything. I don't have to like live this life that I'm not living.
Exactly.
I could use it like writing a movie.
Yeah, those are people that's you have a business mindset because you see something there
Yeah.
and then you act on it.
Yeah.
That's like, I'm not mad at them. I'm gonna make me one.
Yeah.
I'm a little mad at it because that's like the end. Like rap is already fake. I feel in a lot of
Yes.
ways. That's like the most fake rap you could put out. A literal fake rapper doing raps. So
Yeah.
that would hurt a little bit.
You right, but do you Roblox? You got kids?
I got nephews who be on it. Yeah. And I
Okay,
know-
so
I
you
know
see
how
the
big it
rappers
is. Yeah.
that go on there and perform. I'm gonna give you an example. 24 Karat Golden.
Yeah.
24 Karat, I think that's his name. He like a pop artist.
Yeah. Bruno
I know-
Mars.
Not Bruno
Okay,
Mars.
but-
24 Karat,
yeah,
something
I know,
like that.
I know who it is. Yeah.
So I watched my son play one day. He said the show about to start. I'm like, what show? The guy 24K come up there, all the little kids gather around and watch him on Roblox perform.
Oh damn.
A whole show with the videos and everything.
Damn,
Scary,
that's crazy.
man. It's gonna be like Terminator 2 soon.
Yeah.
The robots taking over, dog.
Yep.
So you're an independent artist. You have your own label,
Yes.
and I feel like that's what everybody wants now. But a lot of people don't really realize the work and effort that goes into doing it and being fully independent. So how did you launch your own independent career, and what do you think are the most common misconceptions about, like, what's the most difficult part about being independent?
Being independent, you have aspirations and goals that you want to set to be at a certain level,
Yeah.
and it kinda, if you don't have them connections, it kinda slow you down. That's like one of the things that hindered you when being an independent artist, like doing things on your own. It just having access to the places and things that people that's signed to a major have.
Okay. So do you think, and we always ask this too of everybody we get on, because there's been a constant debate about whether the city supports their artists and whether they're putting on people who are from local talent. Like, I know ATL doesn't have that problem because a lot of people
No.
help each other. But in Houston, it's a common debate. In New York, it's a common debate about how radio DJs aren't helping out the local artists. They want to just play like Gunna and
Yes.
the pop stuff all day.
Yes.
So do you think that's a real issue? Do you think that even in New Jersey, are the DJs and radio DJs not doing their part to support the local artists, or is it the local artists not doing enough to build a following?
I'm going to say 50-50. As far as like the DJs, they're not going to play it, I'm going to be honest with you, if your song is not buzzing.
Yeah.
And then the artists also have to do their part. They have to invest in their career when it comes to the DJs. Because it's called the music business for a reason.
True.
One hand wash the other, both wash the face.
Bars, man. Bars.
Yeah, man. So, do you run into a lot of artists that say, "Hey, man, I'm an artist. Sign me, man. Check my
Yes.
check my demo out."
Yes,
You know?
yes, especially in the DM. I used to be one of them people to reach out to like different people that I seen on Instagram, to reach out to them like, look, I do music, I do that. And they never, like, some people respond, some didn't. So I try to respond to most of them. I go listen to their song, and I give them a little advice.
Okay.
That's dope, man. A lot of people don't do that, man. I tried to do it too, man. I was up in Seattle and somebody gave me a CD. They was
Okay.
like, so I ended up, I just so happened to have $10 in my pocket. So I'm like, you know what, I try to support.
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually gave it a listen too. It wasn't that good.
What'd you
Yeah.
play it on?
We had a rental car.
Oh,
so
okay.
it just so happened I left it right in the rental car too.
Yeah. That's why if you plan to sell music or something, you get music where
Yeah.
make sure it's at the highest quality.
Yeah. So I think it's good that you at least try to check it out and give people feedback, because still to this
Yes.
day I try to reach out to people for radio tips and all that stuff, and a lot of people don't get back to me. And I'm like, dang, man, like I just need some tips or something. I'm not
Yeah.
asking for a handout. I just want to know your advice. So that
There's
that
a
could go a
reason.
long that could go a long way.
Yeah, yep. There's a reason. That's why I try to make sure I give back as much as I could. That's how you get your blessings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Salute, man.
You told us you're a sports head coming in here, so
Yes.
we got to ask you a few sports questions, man. First off, who do you predict taking the NBA championship this year?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm a Lakers fan, so this year I think Bron got a lot to get
You a
back.
Lakers fan, but you think Jordan 10 times over LeBron.
Yeah, because the current in sports right now. Yes, I'm a Lakers fan. I'm a Lakers fan.
Okay.
And I think it's either gonna be the like I said, the Lakers from the West, or I believe the Bucks gonna go back this year too, because the
Giannis
Greek,
coming back?
he
Okay.
coming back. He coming back.
Okay.
Who you got winning the Super Bowl this year?
Oh, dude, Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. I don't
Yep,
know,
the
man.
Bucks.
He retired this year and then came back. Once you think about retirement, you retire, man. So I don't think he gonna put his all in this year, man.
That's the GOAT. I don't know. He like all the great ones, they like to go against adversity. When people say you can't do nothing, that's when they try to,
Yeah.
to prove them wrong.
Okay. Greatest boxer of all time.
Floyd Money Mayweather.
Over Ali and Tyson.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do you watch UFC? Who you think is greatest out of there, or mixed martial arts? You into that?
Yes. I'm not into it like I know all the people, but I'm gonna tell you the greatest one that I seen. I don't know if I'm gonna say his name right. Khabib.
Yeah.
Masvidal
Khabib,
Khabib.
Yeah.
The one that choked out
McGregor.
McGregor. Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't too many men that I think could take him one-on-one, whether you
Okay.
boxing or UFC or whatever.
That's a good pick, actually. Khabib is a monster. Too bad he
Yeah.
retired early, but
Yeah.
so I think that we don't want to hold you up too long.
I
man.
want to play a clip for you real quick, man.
Okay.
So we actually played this on the podcast. So you familiar with Young Miami, right?
Yes.
So she was interviewing Kevin Gates.
Oh my God.
I don't know if you seen this, but I'm gonna pull it up real quick.
Okay.
I got it hooked up to the phone, but let me try to find it. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Carisha.
Yeah. So that's a wild show. First of all,
Yes, it is.
So,
Kevin Gates, everything he says is
Yeah.
ridiculous, man.
all right,
He do it for shock value.
all right, here we go.
Kevin.
If we was together and I step out and I got fucked, like you not tripping on
You're
it.
not gonna tell me?
Is I'm gonna tell you no.
You ain't gonna show me the video?
Hell no.
So I can look at that bitch with you and just my shit just rock up and I bust you up after I watch the video? You just gonna go just get dick and not tell me?
He a wild boy, man. What's wrong with him?
Is that fair or foul?
That's foul. What's wrong with that man? See, I understand that he do that for shock value.
No,
I think he's serious,
I think he's
man.
serious.
He probably
man.
still serious,
I
but
think he's serious.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Okay.
What would you do if your girl stepped out on you? Is it over?
Yeah, it's over.
It's over.
What? You broke the code.
I agree, man.
It's over. Ain't no coming back. Ain't no spinning.
But if you stepped out, it wouldn't be necessarily over, though, right?
If I stepped out,
Yeah.
if that's my girl, or just what?
Yeah. If it's your girl, you got caught slipping, you would still try to make it right, though, right?
Yeah, because we men naturally.
Of
I ain't gonna
course,
say
of course.
yeah, of course. Yeah. If you like her like that, yeah.
My man.
People gave hate for 21 when he said that. We talked about that. To talk about how men cheating is different from women cheating.
Yes.
I low key think it's true though, man.
Yes,
honestly,
yes.
it just is the way it just is.
The way it's
women
set up.
disagree.
Yes. The way it's set up.
You got any other what a bro knows questions, man?
Nah, that's it, man.
Yeah. We don't want to hold you too long, man. We know you got things to do. Go ahead and plug everything, all your social media accounts, man. We know you got the new single, Don't Leave Me, on all streaming services right now.
Yes.
Y'all make sure y'all bump the streams up. And what are your social media accounts, man?
It's Huzsuh, HUZSUH, on all digital platforms, social media platforms. It's the same name across the board. Huzsuh. Make sure y'all go download the biggest song of the year, Don't Leave Me. And when the album of the year drop October 28th, all hustle, no luck. Make sure y'all go download it and run them numbers up. Thank you guys again for having me.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. When I seen your name, I ain't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. At first, I was like, damn, this
Marketing.
nigga must be Muslim or something.
Yeah,
Maybe it's
marketing.
Muslim.
Yeah, nah, it's marketing. I just spelled it a little different. And Dominican Sue.
Yeah.
So I put Huss and I put Sue for like a Dominican Sue last name.
Okay.
And I put it together.
Okay.
What's the
I can't
percentage of
wait.
people actually getting it right when they first see your?
0, 0, 0, 0. But that's why I did it like that.
Yeah, I feel
You try to figure it out.
No, it's unique, man. It's unique. You definitely. So
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
we do appreciate it, man. Hope to chop it up again soon. Sometime we definitely gonna check out the album when it drops, man.
I appreciate you guys.
Appreciate
Thanks for
you.
having me. Shout
Enjoy
out
Houston,
H-Town.
man.
Thank you very much. All right.